Can you guess who I am? Yes, smoke pot. Yeah, love peace. But I don't give a fuck. This is your Scorposcope. Your Tarot Scorposcope. Yes, that's what we will call it. Let's get started, shall we? And if you're wondering who I am, I think Miley Cyrus and LaRue had a love child. Okay, so you should totally know how tarot scopes work right now. We're going to be dealing with the Scorpio season. So, what we're going to do is take your Pluto in your natal chart, find what house it's in, and I'll have 12 cards. There's 12 houses. Whichever house Pluto is in your chart, that will be your card for the season of Scorpio. If you were born with Pluto in the first house, you got the Five of Swords reversed, which is represented by Venus and Aquarius. There will be a sudden separation from a close friend or your partner during this time period. So look out for that. Be in check for that. And don't trip out. Like, we're in a new chapter. There's so much going on in the heavens. This is great, you guys. And it's also terrifying. A lot of you have been asking me, why is everyone so depressed? Why is everybody different? Why are things happening and we're going crazy? I know that seems like all the time because we're humans and we're crazy, but no. Saturn is in Sagittarius now. We have a T-square going on right now, and shit's crazy. People are tense. So I'm gonna go all out on the Scorpio scope. Scorposcope. Gotta do the Miley tongue. If you were born with Pluto in the second house, you got the Knight of Pentacles. You've been having it tough, so look forward to a new love, maybe a person, a new hobby that's going to take your mind off all the bad shit that's been going on with you, and it'll bring you security and ambition. So that's something to look forward to. If you were born with Pluto in the third house, you got the Ten of Cups, which is represented by Mars and Pisces. And your messages: a lifelong friendship is fixing to begin for you in this Scorpio season. If you were born with Pluto in the fourth house, you got the Page of Swords, which is represented by the Earth of the air element. Now, this is a pretty important card in the reading, something tells me, because it's wanting you to master your talents. Master them in a way where you're not showing off and being boastful about it and bragging, because it'll bring down the level of respect from others. So just keep that in mind and keep mastering your talent. If you were born with Pluto in the fifth house, you got the Eight of Cups reverse, and that is represented by Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Your messages: during this period, let your heart open up more. Be more open-minded, because you're gonna feel this tension and need to protect yourself. And it's not that necessary. I mean, we all need to protect our feelings, but what this card and this message is telling you, for you, Pluto in the fifth house people, keep your heart open. If you have Pluto in the sixth house, you got Five of Wands reverse, which is represented by Saturn in retrograde in Leo. What's up with all this Saturn? Irony, maybe? Your messages: be on the lookout and watch your back for people that seem weak, that you may want to help out because they're going to manipulate you. If you have Pluto in the seventh house, you got the Emperor, which is represented by Aries. Your message for this season is: this wants to remind you that it's okay to depend on strong people when you're weak and down, but don't take it too far, because you're going to become a burden to that person. If you have Pluto in the eighth house, you got the Nine of Swords, which is Mars and Gemini. Your messages: like I said, there's a lot of negative energy, not negative, but just really tense energy going on in the heavens right now. So you're going to be suffering from this if you're not already. So You need to stay committed to what you were determined to stay committed to. And what's the reward? Love. Can I do a heart? Ugly heart. If you have Pluto in the 9th house, you got the 10 of Pentacles, which is represented by Mercury and Virgo. Your messages. You are giving too much of yourself to other people. Stop it. Because they're running over you and it's draining you. Stop, stop, stop. Stop giving yourself to people. You deserve more credit. If you were born with Pluto in the 10th house, you got the Page of Cups reversed, which is represented by the earth element. I gotta do my Molly tongue here and there. Your messages. During this period, there's going to be a lot of emotional vulnerability with you, and you can't let it get to you, because if you let it get to you, it's going to repress you and you're going to get depressed. So keep that in mind. If you were born with Pluto in the 11th house, you got the Hermit reversed, which is Virgo. You're not Peter Pan. So learn to take responsibility. You can't just like fly across the city and go do something else. You have responsibilities, bitch. But no, for real, like, you need to focus on more serious issues right now. And if you have Pluto in the 12th house, you got the Sun, which is a beautiful card. The Sun, I don't know, I like to say it's represented by Leo, but others say it's represented by the Sun. Whatever, your messages. Never give in. Failure is not for you, bitch. I'll see you guys next month.